This is Cam with another deck profile. This time we'll be looking at my Malefic Skill drain. Starting with the monsters, we have 2 Ancient Gear Galvatron Dragons, 3 Barbaros, 3 Commandants, for getting Necro Valleys to your hand, help lock down your opponent's graveyard, which helps a lot against a lot of decks. Malefic Cyber Ends, they're pretty much staple in Malefics. A huge beat stick, doesn't take a lot of effort to bring them out. Malefic Stardust, he's good if you need some quick attack power, and you can also use him to go into rank 8s, but you don't necessarily need to. There's a few you might want to bring out, but on all you don't have to. Thunder King, again, helps out against a lot of decks. Dark Hole. Fisher, again, keeps your opponent from putting stuff in his graveyard. Forbidden Chalices. 2 Forbidden Chalices, I should say. They help set up for a lot of things. If you really want to be evil, wait until your opponent attacks into Barbaros. Spring that on them. They're now attacking into something with 3,400 attack points. Three Gear Towns. Multiple uses. If you use magical hats, you can drop 2. When they get destroyed, you get your 2 Galvatrons. You can also throw it out with a Malefic, and if they get rid of your field spell, you still get a Galvatron even though you lose your Malefic. So, it's good for keeping a field presence with this deck. Three Necro Valleys, again, and I just like to keep my opponent out of their graveyard. Bad things tend to happen once they start going into their graveyard, like with Dragon Rollers, Dragonities, Mermails, stuff like that. 2 Mystical Space Typhoons. 3 Terraformings, you gotta search out those field spells. The Seal Void Calcos, field spell that has a lot of staying power and gives your monsters 500 point boost is not bad either. Plus, you don't use your extra deck a lot. On to traps, we got Bottomless Trap Hole, Compulse, Macrocause, again, something else to interfere with your opponent's graveyard. Two Magical Hats, I'll say it again, use them with your Gear Towns, get your Galvatron Dragons. 3 Skill Drains. They let your Malefic stay on the field. They'll interfere with your opponent's ability to do things. Like, if they bring out Draco Sack, they detach Chain, and they don't get their tokens, and they lose the material. And even if they do have their tokens out, it will still keep Dracossack from being able to survive attacks and card effects. So, I love these. And they also give your Barbaros his original attack. And turn short tributes. On to the extra deck, we've got 3 Cyber Ends for the cost for Malefic Cyber End. 3 Stardusts, same reason. Number 15, Giant Grinder. Okay, I like this card just because he works against a lot of decks, and you can bring out 2 level 8s fairly easily. So you should not have too much trouble getting him out. Number 107. He works, and when I thought about this, he can work in this deck so many ways. These when you really, really think about it. Let's say you bring up Barbaros, drop Malefic Stardust, exceed for him, drop Malefic Cyber End, enter battle phase, detach, your field spell leaves after that. Your Malefic Cyber End stays on the field because his effect is permanently negated. Well, at least while he's on the field. On to the side deck. One more Ancient Gear Galvatron. Beast Machine King Barbaros just in case you need to bring him out. Well, he's got pretty good attack points, 38. And you have your skill drains and forbidden chalices. So, if you bring out skill drain, he can do damage. Clear Vice Dragon, I just going to go with Clear World. Pseudo-Space, you can have its uses in this deck. Like, if you lose your Seal 40 Calicos, you can banish it, get the effect of it for 1 turn at least. Two Chaos Suns, you'll be doing a lot of banishing with this deck, and you can rack on the counters pretty quickly. One Clear World, it's a field spell, and you can do quite a bit with it. 3 Summon Breakers, again, they're field spells, and they can also slow down a lot of other decks. 3 Deck Devastation Viruses. You should have no trouble getting something that you contribute for the cost. Eradicator Epidemic Virus, again, it's nice to have around since you can pay the cost fairly easily. And Magical Hats. That's it for my Skill Drain Malefic deck. And I will see you around.